Hey everybody, Tanner here for PremiumBeat.com and part 3 of our Final Cut 10 Essential series. In this video, we're going to learn how to master our final edit, get it ready for export, learn different codecs, export settings, and finally, save our high quality final video. First thing that we want to do to really get our file ready is we want to do a color grade, or just kind of a simple color correct is what we're going to do here. Maybe going to push the contrast a little bit, balance the color, get used to our scopes. We're not going to push anything too crazy here, but if you would like to learn more about color inside of Final Cut 10, we have another tutorial series about getting cinematic color. So here we're going to learn kind of our basics of what we want to do for color correction. So where we're going to start out with is we're going to come to our window, workspaces, and we're going to change this to color and effects. So what this is going to do is this is going to bring up all of our scopes here. And you can customize this any way that you want. This is just how I have mine set up. So a couple things we're going to really concentrate on today is our Luma, then our RGB parade over here. So our Luma basically represents from 0 to 100, and what that's going to be is that's going to be the exposure or the luminance of your image. So 100, if you push it past that, you'll see that it'll clip your image. So where I like to start out with is I like to come over here to our color panel, make sure you have that selected. Color wheels is my favorite way to go. So you can see here that our highlights are resting around like 75, 80 at this moment. You can see if you come over here to highlights and adjust, we can push that crazy like that. Then you can see if we go past 100, we lose all of our detail right here, which is not what we want to do at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down, and to really kind of get a nice like high contrast look, you want to push it either right up to 100, but I usually like to play it a little bit safe and come right under. Then you'll see through here, that's our shadow portion. So we're going to come over here to our shadow. And maybe we can drop that just a little bit. Then I like to come to my mid-tone, lift that up a little bit. Then you'll see that kind of lifts not just the mid-tone, but the shadow portion as well. And so what we can do then is we can come back and bring down our shadows some more to obtain that, nice contrasty look. And we'll see our before and our after. And right there, we were able just to, liven up the footage a little bit more and give it a little bit more dynamic. If we want to, we can come in here to our master wheel here. Maybe, add some warmth. We could cool it down if we wanted. We could get crazy, add some green, desaturate it, and have, a post-apocalyptic look there. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to warm it up a little bit, just push it a little bit over there. And over here on this side is our saturation wheel. So if we wanted to get crazy, we could just push that master saturation all the way up across the entire image. And the same thing over here on the shadows is this will just saturate the shadow region. So you can see here in the trees, that's living more within our shadow region. That green's really popping out, but the sky where the highlights are really isn't moving that much. But if we wanted to move the highlight region, you can see there, we're really starting to pull out more saturation of the sky, and it's not really affecting our trees over there. So that's just a great way to do a basic, nice color correction. And you can apply those same principles across all the clips here. So now that we have, a basic understanding of our color correction tools and our color wheels, if you want to learn more about some of the other color correction tools, you can check out that other tutorial I mentioned earlier. Alright, so once you have your edit, a great thing to always do to amplify a video is to drop in a music track. So I have this music track here from PremiumBeat.com that I think is going to work really well for the piece. So to start, we're just going to drag it down to our audio section of our timeline here. So I can already tell there's a great section right here. It's going to work really well with this flash frame effect here. So what we're going to do is we're going to shorten it down, just drag that over. And it's got a really nice hit right there too that we're going to try to pull out right on that edit point. All right. Great. Okay, so I think that looks awesome. One thing that we can easily do to amplify that, and I think it's going to make it even better, is let's add a few more flash frames in there. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, so there we go. I added a few more flash frames in there. And I'm going to play this back for you so you can see how we were able to readjust the edit just a little bit to complement the music track. Awesome. And then we can see right there how much more music can make your final video that much more dynamic. Alright, so now that we have our final edit, we have our music track in, we are ready to export our final high quality video. So to do that, we come over here to our export button, we click that, you can see a whole slew of options through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here to master file, default, come over here to settings, and what I'm going to do, and what I always like to do, is I like to have a high quality master file that I export, and then also after I get that one I do an H.264, which is a little bit more of a compressed file, but still gives you a high quality video. So just for reference, if we click here to our ProRes 422XQ, we'll see that our video is going to be 370 megabytes. But if we come down here to our H.264, we'll see that it's 39.1 megabytes, so 10% of the file size. But it's always smart to have a high quality master file just in case. And that's what we're going to export now, is a Apple ProRes 422HQ. But you know, if you're uploading to YouTube, usually an H.264 is great for that application. But in terms of archiving, then having, you know, a great file on hand, 422HQ is the way to go. So we select that, and we're going to come over here to next. Then what we're going to be able to do here is give our file a name, and we'll call this just drone footage PremiumBeat. Awesome. And we're just going to click save, and that'll go ahead and start our export. And over here on our export window, we can see the progress of it right there on my desktop. Play it back. And there you have it, a high quality video imported, edited, and exported all within Final Cut 10. And that concludes our 3-part series of Final Cut Essentials. So after that, you should know how to import, edit, and export your own footage all within Final Cut 10. Now let's get out there and make something cool. See you guys next time.